All right, we're live Tuesday the 21st, and I don't think I'm going to have anybody joining me tonight. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got brand new earbuds I'm trying out, so a little bit of a scratchy throat, so I'll be drinking some water as well. I'm Ed Smathers, founder of Dig the Falls. We've been trying to do this Tuesday night thing for a while now. It's been kind of fading out a little bit just because of the holidays and things like that. People busy, so we may change the date. I'm not sure, but a little bit of background on Dig the Falls. We've been around since around 2005. We've been cataloging as many of the waterfalls as we can. We're up over 3,500 waterfalls or so at the moment. Only a very small bit. Only a very small bit of them can actually be published due to all of the trespassing and everything and trashing of the land. So we probably got a little over 1,000 up on the website right now. But what we've done the last couple of years has really been pushing to clean up the trails, clean up the waterfall areas, build trails. We've actually done quite a bit of that this year. I can't see your username, so I'm trying to go over to our waterfall group. But basically what we've been doing is trying to make a bigger impact the last couple of years, because we know that us doing this makes a big impact. Us sharing this information makes a big impact on the environment. So we try to do everything that we can to kind of offset that. Seeing your username here either. Sorry. But anyway, I wanted to get on here tonight just to kind of give a really quick update on what's happening with us, and also let you know about a couple of waterfall challenges, or sorry, hiking challenges that are going on right now. The one big one that pretty much everyone knows about is Outside Chronicles Western New York Winter Hiking Challenge. He's got 16 different hikes to choose from, and you get to choose 8 of them. You hit up each of the landmarks that he has with, take a selfie and everything, and then you get a nice patch and some recognition. Apologies. It's a really great way to get out during the wintertime, and he puts together a really great challenge. So I would definitely check out Outside Chronicles Western New York Winter Hiking Challenge. It's a really good one. Everyone seems to really like that one. Another one that's been gaining traction and had a really great turnout last year is Expedition Midlife's ADK Snowfalls Challenge. To be honest with you, I think you'd be better off going to their page. It's Expedition Midlife. Go to their page and actually check out the details on it, because I don't want to mess anything up. They actually posted about it just recently, and I believe it's already open. I'm opening up the webpage right now to check it out. But excuse me. So they've got a really, really nice patch that goes along with it. And you get to go to, let's see here. I was part of this. I should know all of these details. There's just so many things going on this year. I don't want to mess up any of these details. So it says visit 10 roadside, 5 modest hikes, and then 1 challenging hike between December 21st and March 21st. So as luck would have it, today's December 21st. So you could start this challenge right now and have a lot of fun with it. Basically, what you do is you follow directions on here, and then you send them $10 for the patch, and you get the patch. Really, really great patch, actually. But I would definitely tell you to check out both of those if you're into winter hiking, or if you just want to have something push you to get out more during the winter. Our last live session with Stash Russon had a lot of really great details as far as like winter hiking and the types of clothing to wear, the types of microspikes to buy, everything like that. So I would suggest checking that out, along with a lot of the details on Outside Chronicles website, because he has a lot of really great videos that he puts together for his followers. And he's an avid outdoor person, just like Stash Rosson. So both of them know their stuff, and they've got a lot of really great information that they love sharing. So I would definitely suggest checking those out. I don't really have a lot to talk about tonight. I think some of you know this book. Um, it's been around for quite a while. Published in 2012, I believe. I was the principal photographer for the book and wrote some of the passages in here too. But this book was used for quite a while on one of our hiking challenges. As you know or may not know, most of our challenges kind of got pushed to the side, and John Haywood is now administrating those on his own. And he did not want to take on the New York State Waterfall Challenge. So what we've decided to do is do it a little bit different, and there's going to be some details released after the new year as far as how we're actually going to administrate that and how we're going to do that moving forward. We still have the patch. Anybody that is actively involved in the challenge right now, keep going. It's here, you're not wasting your time. You're actually doing great. The people that have already completed the challenge, New York State Waterfall Challenge, fantastic job. There's a little over, I believe there are 12 certificates out there right now. So 12 people have completed over 100 waterfalls, or at least 100 waterfalls of that challenge. So inside the state, it's pretty amazing to think that people have gone all over the state and visited that many waterfalls. It's really pretty cool. I've personally gone to all of them, and then also probably about, I was counting the waterfalls the other day, and I found out that I've gone to over 250 waterfalls within the state, which is pretty fun actually. But I want you guys to hold out, and you keep an eye out, because we will have some details about that waterfall challenge coming forward. But it's going to be after the new year. I want to make sure that everyone stays excited for it and actually can start it and visit some of these locations without getting hurt, being safe about it and everything like that. So that's our main thing at all time. Let's see here. Expedition Midlife 80K challenge. Yes. So it's Expedition midlife.com. Thank you for putting that up. It's a really great spot. They've got a really nice write up on their website too. So I'm not going to ruin it all with my talking, but just go to their website. You're going to have a lot of fun with this. It's really great. Now, I had kind of a little fun this week. This week at Bobby. Bobby's going to jump on. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Bobby. But I did something a little bit different this week. So I posted a couple of NFTs for the first time, and one of those NFTs is the cover of this, but it's the original image. So Bobby, you ready? You good? The NFT, non-fungible token, is basically on the blockchain, and you could sell pretty much anything you want on there, JPEGs or whatever you want. This happened to be this picture, and it sold. It was I'm psyched, because it's the first real sale I've ever made of my images. So it's really kind of fun. So I'm going to take those earnings, and I'm going to put it back into the Dig the Falls project, and try to do as much as I can to make as big of an impact with that as I can. So Bobby, I'm popping you on. Let's see here. All right, oh, there we go. Change some of the options here. Can you hear me, Bobby?
I can. Oh. I think I turned you on.
All right. So your audio, for some reason, is not coming through my my earbuds.
Oh, I was going to say, you're pretty loud on my end.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I was just talking about how we're going to reinstitute the. Here, let me do this. Pop these up. We're going to reinstitute the New York State Waterfall Challenge.
Nice.
So, yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, gee, we've been working very diligently on the Steps app. I think
Yeah,
we're there. I think we're
good,
ready.
good, awesome. Well, I think after the new year, we'll put together all the details, and we'll really hit the ground running. And I think this year is going to be kind of the same as last year. We'll get blasted a couple times with snow, and then after that, it'll be kind of good hiking for everyone. So Bobby, you've been really busy.
I have.
Have you even had a chance to get out on the trails or anything lately, or is it just kind of busy for you?
No, it's sit down work, man. I just been just doing background stuff for you, just
Yeah.
jumping all over the place. It's the holiday season, and I just can't stay on track with one type deal. And I'm really trying hard not to bug you, but I just gotta let you get through.
It's not a bug. You never bug me. It's I don't know how many people actually check in with the SEPS app every day, but we've got over 450 people in the community right now, and I have to say that all the information and all the photos and everything that you've been popping up on the app is amazing. Like every day I go there, and it's like there's like a list this long of things that's happened overnight. So
Well, I am. There is a couple of locations on there that. Okay, so everyone has human errors,
yes, they
but
do.
when you do background work and you click on something, but it doesn't want you to get rid of it,
Yeah,
it's there.
yeah. There's
So
not much you can do.
there's a couple of them there that doesn't have a waterfall, but it's there. So we do
Um,
have a glitch in the program.
okay. See, I didn't see those, so I guess that's something we'll have to talk to the Steps team, because that's one thing I have to shout out is the fact that those guys, I believe there's somewhere halfway across around the world from us, and I've had a couple teleconferences with them, and they are all super people, just great people. Love talking with them, chatting with them, very passionate about, the outdoors, and they love seeing all the stuff that we're doing with the app. And so the great thing is all I have to do is either call them up or email them, and they'll put our suggestions in queue to make sure that, those changes or bugs are taken care of in a timely manner.
Nice. So
Yeah.
I'll have to let you know what the other bug is.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing too, is like, everyone has different skill sets as far as like when it comes to technology and how they deal with it, and what they're actually using to jump on the app too, which is nice. Um so it's good if you can tell me, because I can bounce that to the team. And actually I think that Outside Chronicles launched their own Western New York hiking map community, and they're doing very well with their community as well. Um, I think last time I checked, they had somewhere around 300 maybe people in their community so far.
Nice.
Yeah, and
I try to go to their map on the desktop, but the Steps apps are really made for your devices.
yeah, yeah,
Um, so like for the Western New York, people can add to the steps, just like dig the falls when you're out on the road.
yep.
Um, I'm thankful to do all my background work and get it built up.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice too, because you can grab the photos right there. But like say when I'm at a location. I have found it sometimes it's a little difficult to get an actual photo to load to the location that I'm at, just because of service. So I wind up of having to go back to it later and re-upload an image. So, but yeah, we're definitely looking for people to add locations. So if you know, if you're questioning whether or not you have the ability right now, our community members do have the ability to add a location and to add their photos to
That is
the
correct.
yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah, and it says who added it and everything. So it's really kind of a fun way to kind of contribute to your experience to help others. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think we hit 400.
I think we're well over 400 now. I think last time, I thought we were at like 450.
No. I'm talking about locations.
Oh, locations. My apologies. Yes. Yeah, we're right at 400, which is actually
I was gearing towards the 400 mark to get through to Christmas and New Year's. So I'm going to slow down on that one.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a lot of work. Yeah, that's one thing I do want to mention is since the holidays are coming around, we're going to kind of slow down on a lot of the stuff and not be online as much. I'm guessing you're probably going to do the same thing, Bobby, right?
What's that?
Just kind of lay low in the background.
I do that very well. I will still putter around on different things, only because I can't never walk away too long.
Yeah.
It keeps me focused.
That's good.
It keeps me, fills in the little gaps, once in a while.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do anything drastic till after the new year.
Yeah, actually one thing I'm going to need kind of feedback from the community for, kind of jumping around on subjects. I got an email today from a person that's asking about patches and if we have any available. Really what I'd love to hear from everybody is what types of patches, if we offered patches, what types of patches should we offer? Like a general kind of like New York State waterfall patch? Or should it be like a specific Dig the Falls and Bobby's Waterfalls? Or should it be like specific to specific waterfalls? Like, because we could do almost anything really, because we've got a really great patch designer, a really great patch maker or fabricator, however you want to call it. And I'd really love some feedback as far as like what we should do with that.
Got to chew on that one.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things you just said could, well,
it's a lot, right?
A generalized ideas for patches.
Yeah.
But maybe we're not ready yet for like individual waterfall locations, unless you're thinking about something like the bigger parks, like Letchworth patch or Watkins Glen patch. But if you that would be a big thing for us to chew on.
Yeah, and I think it would definitely have to be the bigger ones because, like, could you think, doing something like Tinker Falls or something like that just wouldn't work. I don't think, even though it's a great location.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I was like,
You've got
all right, you better start typing up 3,000 for me.
3,000 waterfalls and 3,000 different patches, right?
There you go.
Yeah, so I think it'd be really cool to kind of get some feedback and maybe even host like a challenge to see who comes up with like the best design or something, because that'd be kind of fun to see, feedback like that from the community too. So we'll chew on that a little bit longer and maybe absorb some feedback from the community. But I just thought it was interesting getting that email today because she was like, yeah, I want a patch. Where is it? and I'd say, well, we don't really offer any yet, other than for the Dig the Falls challenge. So,
well, we could consider like jumping on board with like a patch for Digda Falls, a general patch and get that thrown up there.
Yeah,
Um, that is, I think, really feasible and workable. So if somebody, wants one, it's right there.
right. I agree. I'm trying to find all I'm seeing, and I apologize, guys. All I'm seeing is Facebook user and the username. So my guess is that you're viewing the video on our Dig the Falls group page, and that's why it's not showing the usernames. I like
Yeah,
calling out.
that's what I see on this end too. It's all
Okay.
Facebook users.
I like calling out everyone when they comment because it's a lot of fun, getting the names out there. I do know I believe it was let's see, a proud owner of that book and Dig the Falls 100 patch. Haha.
Nice.
Yeah, see, that's kind of fun. But anyway, getting sidetracked again. I do want to thank the community for putting up all the beautiful photos on the Dig the Falls group. It's amazing every day seeing the images that everyone has been putting up there. And I like seeing that Scott Ensminger has been a little more active lately as well. Uh, it's been a while. There was a while where he wasn't active at all, and it was kind of sad not seeing his name every once in a while.
Yes,
So
I've been going in and scrolling through and seeing a lot of people participating, and it's really nice. Really
yeah,
nice.
yeah, and it's a great bunch of people too. It's always just even keel, like sharing the photos and everything. Once in a while, we'll get something kind of off color, but overall, the group is so nice. It's so fun to be part of the group. Um, I forget, and maybe you can jump in on this a little bit. Did I shout out Steve Young and his wife Jan last time? I can't remember if I explained what they did for Dig the Falls.
Well, I really haven't been live with you the last few times,
Yeah,
so
it's
I
all a
I
blur for
really
me.
can't say that. Um, but it definitely is something that oh my goodness, the information is just
Unbelievable, right?
awesome. There's no word to describe it.
Well, and you've had your fingers into a lot more of that than I have. So maybe you could kind of explain why, what makes the information that valuable for us.
Well, there is quite a few locations that we didn't have enough information for,
Mhm.
or enough confirmation to know that they actually existed. So we kind of like put it on the wayside. Well, we can bring that back forward again.
Yep.
I'm finding that with the postcards and some of the words I'm finding on the postcards, and then doing research on it and learning more history on locations that I otherwise would not have known. Like, I'm still blown away with that whole shredded wheat thing. As many times as I've been in Niagara Falls and walked right by that building, I
Yep.
never knew it. Never knew it.
Yeah, and it's and you're talking about downtown Buffalo, was it?
Right there at Niagara Falls Park, right? Right.
Oh, geez, yeah, I didn't see. I thought you were talking about a different area when you brought that up.
No,
That's
I think that
wow,
everyone is just walking by this building because there's so much everything else to see.
right.
And I'm like, I had to have walked by it at least 15 times, but never stopped to read anything on the building because that wasn't my focus.
Yeah, it's really weird how like, and I'm reading some of the comments that we have here online live right now, so I can see who did it, and yeah, and thanks so much for popping up some of that information. That was great. Um, but yeah, it's amazing. Like you walk through a lot of these places every single day and not really even think about it, and even past a lot of these historical signs and not really read them just because they're there. You're kind of on you're doing your own thing every single day. You don't really kind of think about, oh wow, this place was significant because of this, and this place was significant because of that. We actually get a lot of that. We've got a guy, Joe, that helps us at the Narrows. He is actually a board member of the Rensselaer Land Trust, and he's a bit of a historian, and he does history walks through Burden Pond in Troy, New York. And every time we walk through the woods, he always stops us at least 3 times to tell us something about the area that we're in while we're working on the trails. And it's just really interesting to hear, oh yeah, standing in this trail, you'd be under 10 foot of water because this was, all this is a basin, and if you look around, you can actually see the hills all the way around you forming a basin. So it's just really interesting if you kind of take a step back and kind of jump out of your own routine. You really, it's amazing what you actually find. I really like going to, is it Van Hornsville?
Yes.
What's the Robert D. Young
Yes.
school? Yeah. Okay. So that one I like to go to because it's got all those like different things in the creek that are like old factories.
The machinery, parts of machinery and stuff is still in the creek. Yep.
Yeah. But you don't get a ton of information as far as like what exactly it was, other than they made, oh gosh, cheese boxes and things like that, I guess, in some of the one of those factories. But
I didn't research that one yet. I've been there a few times, got pictures of some of the things that were still there.
Yep.
But I don't know what I'm looking at.
One of my favorite things to do is to go there when it's like very, very, very cold. Like it's got to be, in the single digits at least. And you go down to the caves, because the caves are almost kind of like pumice. The rock is all kind of porous and it's got holes in it and stuff. And it gets so cold that the water actually extrudes out of that stone. And you get these kind of like little kind of ice straws that you see kind of coming out of the stone. It's really kind of neat. But at the same time, it's super, super cold next to the water too. So you got to kind of put up with that.
Right. Well, you'll have to take your children there before they get too much bigger, so that when you go into the cave entrance on the side of the water, the stream,
yep,
you have them go in there, and there's a little crevice crack kind of thing.
Okay.
And they'll be big enough to climb through that, but you come around the other side, and they can come out the other side to you.
That's awesome.
I pictures of my kids going through there and popping out the other side.
Oh, that's great. I didn't know that actually went all the way through. I thought like that just kind of stopped.
No, there's a little, they weasel themselves in there and come out right on this other side, not all the way across to the back side.
Right.
It's a very short little crawl space, but they thought it was the cat's meow.
Oh yeah, my kids would love something like that. So yeah, I'll have to get out there. It's been 4, 5 years maybe since I've been out there last. So it's been a long time. So I got to get out I got to get out everywhere. I just got to get out. I've actually started wearing my backpack in the house just to get some weight on my shoulders. So it's
nice.
it's bad, yeah.
Put a child in it.
Yeah, right. Well, I've got 60 pounds worth of weights in the back of it so far. So I'm hoping possibly to up that once next year comes. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it might be too much. I don't know. We'll see. But I decided I wanted to keep tonight kind of a little bit short. I didn't want to go too long with it. But I'm glad you jumped on because lasted a little bit longer than what it was going to last.
I just popped on and I saw your little ditty and I saw you were 6 minutes into it. And I'm like, oh my God, Christmas is only Friday. I'm going to help Mr. Smathers do a shout out. Merry Christmas to everybody,
Yeah.
And then you can finish that all up. But thank everyone for a great year.
Yeah, it's been, the last couple of years have been crazy as far as the world is concerned, but as far as like, our community and everything, it's been like super great. I really loved being able to interact with everyone. And just the friendships and the connections and everything that have kind of come out of it. I'm really, really happy to start seeing that really happen more and more. So definitely thank you so much to the community, and, Merry Christmas to the community. Steve Young, thank you so much for your contributions. Huge, huge, huge. And Bobby, if you don't have any other shout outs, I think, we'll let it loose for now.
I just wanted to make sure that all of our viewers out there, all of our community members, just have a very enjoyable holiday.
Yep.
Stay with your loved ones.
Yep. No matter what
Don't
you're
shop
doing.
too much.
Yes, exactly.
So,
All right.
but that's it.
All right. So we'll catch everyone else. And thanks for joining in on the chat. Check out those websites.